I don't. What happened?
Do it again. You sounded like Kermit the Frog.
Me?
A little.
See, now I'm trying to do it. It's not gonna work.
Hi everybody and welcome to Intelligence Save, session 25. We're a quarter of a century old. That's pretty fucking rad. Before we get started, before we dive into our announcements and our session proper, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Thomas, please go ahead and introduce yourself, King.
Hi, I'm Thomas, aka I Snap Plastic. You can find me all over the internet as I_snap_plastic, or you can see me live in the flesh. That sounded weird. In person at Station Unity this weekend, where if you find me, I will give you a shiny sticker that is dated, so it will very quickly become obsolete.
All right, I'm gonna take that image off of Thomas now. Okay, there we go.
I just opened up Twitch, and because of the delay, I was graced with that image. Alec, that was for you in private.
Oh, you said I could use it for a bit. You said I could use it for a bit.
I thought you said bits. I thought you were gonna sell it.
What the fuck? Wait, okay, that doesn't make any sense. You said I could have it for money and sell it.
Hi, everybody.
Stealthy, go ahead.
Oh man,
What the fuck is going on?
This is fine. Hi everybody, I'm StealthyStormy. You can find me pretty much most Sundays DMing a chaos run of Chris Strahd on Adventures in Initiative, and here Sunday evenings being Addison Stonebridge.
Hell,
it's amazing. You can also find all my other socials later. It's fine.
Hell yeah. All right, Lacey.
Hi, I'm Lacey, aka CertifiableNerd, and that's it.
Hi everybody, my name is Alec. I will be your dungeon master for this evening. Announcements. So we're on Twitch. Am I okay?
No.
I don't think I'm okay. Guys, the best way you can stay in contact with us and see what we're up to and what we're doing is with our socials. I'm gonna not even do the commands. Socials are the best way to stay in contact with us and see what we're doing and when we're doing it. And our schedule is posted on Instagram every Monday, so it gives you a good idea of what we're doing. You want to catch up on INT Save? Go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. Got to upload last week's session, but other than that, it's up to date, nice and exciting. We have an open Discord. You want to jump in, join the community? Go ahead, hit our Discord, hang out, have fun. We're gonna do some stuff there. And then we have goals for the month. We hit sub goals, so I bumped that up by 5 subs just because fuck it, why not? And we're super close to follower goal, which is crazy. We're reaching for that cheeky little 300, and we gonna get it, which is very good. All right, and then yeah, this session brought to you by books. Let's read more.
Really?
Wow.
Guys,
We're
I think
sponsored by The Books?
The Books. Guys, I don't think I'm okay. Well, it's because I got these today, and I'm very excited about reading.
You know what
awesome,
I'm excited about? Roll 20.
Oh fuck! Thank you so much. Oh no! Ooh, guys, we are partnered with the amazing Roll20, who has included us in their Spotlight program. Roll20 Spotlight is a way to shed light and show love in up-and-coming creators in the TTRPG D&D community space. We use Roll20 every week when we use our battle maps. They are an amazing service and they are amazingly supportive. So please go ahead and check out Roll20. We love them very much. And our second partner in this campaign, Soundtail. Soundtail is responsible for the music and ambient sounds, the creepy door creaks, and the draconic roars you hear in your ears as we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. Go ahead and check out soundtail.net and get a vast collection of sounds that you can use to amplify your D&D game. Saved it.
Alec,
Yeah.
quick call out. If you type in soundtail.net, it does take you to, it gives you the, this is a scary page.
If you go to DE.
Yeah, it works.
Got it. Okay, so soundtail.de. That'll be good. All right. So, last time on Intelligence Save, we made sandwiches.
You can make sandwiches.
God, last week was insane. sanity. The party, still reeling from their fairly intense bout with Ulister Thorn, did a lot of shopping, were met by an interesting gentleman taking on the guise of Voss Corvin by the name of Cedric, who seems to be an ASMR member of the Viper's Hand. Words were had. He was quite the combative piece of shit. But you guys managed to hire him in exchange for taking his contract on the court to take care of the group of children that you guys adopted, because that's how Dungeons and Dragons works. Spent some time going around the city. You went back to Dare to Dazzle, got your Torch got his items. He got his new blue scaled draconic half plate, which is very fucking rad. And after spending a little bit more time in Mordenkainen's gift, you guys departed, or you are about to depart, as you head toward this keep, or this stronghold where you imagine Duke Tiberius Whisperthin is being held. So, it is a day.
What day?
Day 3 of the Sunbeam
Elaine?
It is Elaine.
Festival.
It is... Get my calendar up. It is the 5th of Elaine. The day is yours. What do you guys want to do?
So to be clear, are we riding towards the keep in this moment? Are we in our cart going?
I will say that just to expedite, you guys got up in the morning, packed up your cart, and it is your first day on the road.
Fantastic.
So
I'm driving the cart.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
That is a very good question. And
Y'all want to play I Spy?
I spy with little eye. Something green.
Is it a tree?
grass.
No.
Is it you? How you used to be?
No. I have to be able to see it.
Oh, you can look at your hand. Sorry.
It's that little thing right over there. Do you see it? Oh, I'm sorry. You were right. It is grass.
I'm not playing this anymore.
Jesus. Go ahead and...
Are we there yet?
Yes, we're there. Get out.
Go ahead and just give me a perception check. Fuck. I think Rudolph's onto something. I think it's going to be one of those nights. Yeah, go ahead and give me a
How do you give you
perception
a
check.
perception check?
Yeah, I hate it.
13.
Fuck. 13?
Oh my god.
It's an 18.
18? What did you get, Torch?
13.
13? Barry?
25.
Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Who the fuck are you? What'd you do with Barry?
We're playing I Spy. Of course we're all hyper alert.
The road ahead is fairly clear. You guys are all pretty much able to tell that. There is not a lot of opposition. There are a couple stray carts on the road, but after leaving Bellamar, after spending the last couple weeks there, these rains begin to start pouring down, and you guys are kind of beginning to experience how vast the biomes of Drukamesh can be. Post leaving the city, you're now met with this vast collection of deepening and densening wilds. These large spanning trees and forests that creep back and back and back. Larger amounts of foliage, and really only this gravel dirt road the way forward. So you do have kind of this overhang, but the feeling of the unknown when it comes to these wilds is something that not all of you have experienced quite yet. And it's becoming more abundantly clear that between these large city-states, this is still a very naturally vast and complex nation. But for right now, in the morning, it's fairly clear.
How different is it for Addie being from Agnocourt?
You would have seen the most of it. Angocourt is fairly mountainous. Not a lot of Greenland. You realistically probably would have taken airships to different city-states, so you would have seen them from the top down, but seeing them this close, how large these trees spanning hundreds of feet, these dense forests completely just encasing the road, almost shrouding it, protecting it in a way. But yeah, it's definitely different. Yes, Thomas, airships.
We're huffing it in a cart, and we could have been flying on an airship?
If you have fucking money for an airship, go off, King.
How much is an airship?
Give me a history check.
Oh, golly. I'm supposed to be good at these.
I have a feeling that getting an airship is kind of like being Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, it's like sending a cock rocket to space.
I got a 19!
That's a 22 for Addie.
19, 22. Barry, are you rolling or?
Fuck it.
Natural
20!
You guys would be able to just kind of, Addie, you would know from personal experience and conversations had between your father and mother. Torch, you would actually know from the engagements with your mother. She had told you about times when she was younger where she would take airship rides from city to city and just explore. Barry, you've been on a few, working in Corthier Castle. You've definitely
so cool.
experienced them. There was one year where Nadal took the science division on a vacation, and it was a sky cruise, and it was lovely. Okay. Roughly, to get from one city to another is 10,000 gold pieces.
Jeez!
It is a lot.
How much to own one?
Millions.
I knew it.
So what I'm hearing is in Save Crew, like our new goal is to become well, not the first, but we're gonna buy an airline gang.
No, this is what we need to do. We just need to wait and find another dragon that owns an airship and wait for them to die.
Or we find a dragon and we wrap him in like a blanket and then have him carry a cart and then call it an airship.
I fucking hate it here.
This is
So
what happens when you put us in a cart on the road.
Is our cart like a carriage or like a cart?
It is. It's a fairly nice wagon.
Yeah, okay.
Is it a covered wagon?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
It has small living quarters.
Cool.
So it has like better. I'm sorry, I fucked with my camera and I gotta fix it because I'm a fucking idiot.
I would like you to rephrase that in a way that is nicer to yourself.
I'm a big bitch with a fat ass. All right.
Accepted.
Don't be.
I got an absolute dump truck. Yeah. So you guys would have like quarters for yourself to stay in, these very modest rooms that are.
Man.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. Yeah,
we keep buying stuff. That's probably why we can't afford it.
Addie's gonna sit next to Torch as they're writing.
As we're also writing, Torch would like to use his divine sensibility. So for 60 feet, I detect good and evil, as well as anyone affected by the Howl spell. And I get to know the location of celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet of me.
60 feet.
I do have a question.
Yep, I'll handle this with Torch first, and then I'll answer your question. You get nothing. There are pings of, you know that there's life around you, but nothing that fits the quantity of a celestial, a fiend, a good aligned creature, or a bad aligned creature. It's fairly natural things happening. Go ahead.
We left Bellamar, right?
Yeah.
Did we see that little halfling guard again? Was there? So, I mean, somebody's got to know something went down. Did we have any resistance when we hit the gates, or are we headed out a different way?
You are heading out the gates closest to, you would have head out the ones closest to Whisperthin Keep, but with the help of Ardani and Irex, you managed to get out unscathed and fairly unnoticed. I'll say that for
She's
sure.
got another emergency weather alert, y'all.
We're gonna see what happens, dude. If we got letters.
Weather?
If we have bad weather, we'll do things accordingly. But we'll do what makes sense. But yeah, okay, Addie, you went up the torch.
Yeah.
Go off.
Addie's gonna climb over the edge of the seat and sit down next to Torch.
Yeah.
It's so different not actually flying all over it all, actually traveling on the road.
Oh, well, I mean, I can only fly for a short amount of time, and I really think that we should probably save that for when we fight. Are we fighting mind squids? I heard someone say that. Is that a thing?
To my knowledge, it's an old hideout that was cleared out by the army several years ago. But no, I meant the few times I did go to Bellamar, we took an airship when I was a child. So I haven't actually traveled via the roads.
I forgot. You were loaded.
Yes, Torch, I am a noble.
Well, there's nobility for the sake of appearances, and then there's actually super rich nobility.
Yes, my father was part of a corrupt crime syndicate amongst the nobility. We had money.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that as a child, but yes.
And
even then, it's expensive.
That's fair. I've ridden in a cart pretty much all of my life. I've never had the experience of flying over the little people. Are you doing okay? This is all kind of... I know it was my fault. I accept that.
You were trying to help in the way that you knew how, and there's no way that changing that decision, we could know that it would result in all this. On the other hand, I got to meet my sister.
I'm not just meet her, but apparently know her and have a relationship?
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I'm not the oldest.
Do you feel cheated now that you're the middle child?
No.
Hmm.
It's a relief.
I mean, I'm an only child, and I'm not a member of nobility, so first world problems, I guess.
I'm not concerned with it at the moment, but as far as how all this works via inheritance anymore, but I spent my entire life getting ready to, preparing to be the next Duke of Agnocold. And everything that it is. I didn't have a normal childhood. Because I was the oldest. Ash got to go run and play anytime he wanted to. I had to go attend council meetings. At 12.
That actually brings up an interesting question. So, I think you kind of mentioned how you've kind of got like two sets of memories now, right?
Yes, everything that happened as it was. And
So-
I get flashes of being a child growing up without aunt.
So, now that you have those dual experiences, you have a unique. Okay, so we all wish we could go back in time and imagine the world less traveled. Maybe instead of saving those two pretentious people on the road, I set fire to their cart and let the bandits have their way with them. Everyone wishes they could go back in time and like reset and try something different. You actually have that unique perspective now.
True, but it was just the one decision. But as far as I can tell, Nadal and I remember everything as it was as well. Vosk does as well.
So with that in mind, which one do you like more?
Growing up with both of my siblings is nice to have.
Interesting. Again, only child. I'm just curious and making conversation. I hate road trips.
Yes, I traveled with you long enough to know that you hate travel.
Were you saying wrap it up? Is that the red light, Alec? Wrap it up.
Talk as long as you like. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
That's. I'm not angry at you, if that's what you're worried about.
I mean, no. Honestly, of the things that could have happened, could have been worse.
It could have been much worse.
I just said that.
Well, could have been worse, but could have been much worse than even what you would imagine.
I really wish I had that deck. I appreciate that it caused a lot of problems, but it also created a lot of opportunities.
None of us can draw from it. Well, Barry could draw from it. And
Right?
we've used our draws.
See, and I think, though, that I've actually had better luck with getting other people to draw from it.
No.
We
Just
almost had a
absolute-
ship. We could have played that right. We would have had a whole ship to ourselves.
That or we could have been strung and hung from the mast. That or you could just be dead. That's also an option.
Okay. We weren't going to help. But anyway.
So that's going to stay there. Unless you just... everything goes to shit. And then at that point, the world's on fire. What does it matter?
I think we need to... Okay, so two things, 2 points of order. One, we need to re-establish what the code words are. Because there was some miscommunication last go-round. And then second, we need to establish what the bar for the excrement has hit the fan. What's the bar? We're comfortable here. This is a comfortable, it's shitty, but it's a comfortable shitty versus it's on fire now. And that wouldn't be so bad for me. It's lightning. It's on lightning now. So
That also wouldn't be bad. You're resistant to lightning damage now.
oh, dang.
And I've got lightning resistance spells.
Yes.
And potions.
Okay.
Water.
What?
For you, water.
Oh, fair play. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no. This shit is psychic. When it gets psychic damage, like...
When it's necrotic in this bitch.
Yes. Well, paladin, so...
Oh,
Anyway.
okay.
But what we need to establish, like, at what point is things truly bad?
That's a good question. That is a wonderful question on the pot torch.
Are
The problem
we
is
there?
I don't know how bad it is, and I have a sneaking suspicion that it is going to be far worse than what we can even think of. Because I
Okay.
knew that Ulyssa Thorn was a prick growing up. I grew up having to deal with the man. But hi, everybody.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome in.
I love that you said that in Addie's voice.
Oh god.
Hi,
Also,
everyone. Welcome.
question,
It's going to be a wonderful time.
Is Barry listening to any of this, or is he just chillaxing?
That's up to you. That's up to you, dude.
We're not being quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not being quiet.
Cool. I have nothing to add. I just wanted to see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're actively trying to be quiet about it. So yeah, for sure.
Okay. On the topic of code words.
Oh lord, I didn't pick the code words. Just to be fair,
I understand.
I picked pineapple. Pineapple
Okay.
is the get out.
Okay. That's very important.
Synesticks.
Wait, what was it?
Synesticks.
Synesticks. Okay. So to be clear, pineapple, evacuate, run away. Like we will I'm sorry, I saw a stream just like yeet. So pineapple, we evacuate. We get out of Dodge. Like we reconvene at a safe point. Third thing we need to discuss, we need to get some real estate because I felt really bad about bringing a bounty hunter who we didn't know was a bounty hunter to Irix's place and then poisoning him in Irix's home.
That is true.
I feel like when you're surfing on somebody's couch, that kind of oversteps a little.
True.
He wasn't going to die. To be fair, I had the antidote and he was kind of a jerk. But yeah, we shouldn't have brought the jerk to Irix's place anyway.
Especially the day after his dad died. Like, ugh.
Was it only one day?
It was within 72 hours, Barry. Like, we're not good friends.
Although I'm sure my sister is helping him heal his heart. Or find distraction at least.
Yeah, they seemed pretty buddy-buddy.
Okay, now that image is in my brain and I can't get it out.
You're welcome, Torch.
Now Irix is crying during the activities. This is what you did.
What
I
the
punched his
fuck?
shoulder.
I don't know how he grieves, Alec.
Anyway,
Generally, there's 5 stages of grief.
Okay.
There's anger, depression, denial, bargaining, and acceptance.
Barry, you feel your bracers kind of shift as Mike. What stage do you think we're in, Barry?
Of?
The grieving process.
Of.
Yes. Was that a bad time to ask?
Wait,
Well,
to whom are you referring? Because there's quite a few people.
we can talk about this later. Sorry. Quickly, the bracers go back to looking inanimate, but you do see the little eyes on the dragon heads on the bracers of defense just kind of...
Barry's like...
Mike is like, I fucked up.
Addie turns around. I forgot that you were alive, Mike.
Oh, hello, Addison. Yes, I'm here now.
Wait, we can hear it now?
You guys can hear it now.
Jesus Christ!
You
Hi!
guys can hear Mike again.
Hello, Torch.
He's no longer just in my brain.
How long have you been able to do this?
The last day or so.
Okay.
After the ritual, of course.
How aware are you of everything that's been going on?
Oh, I know everything, Torch. Everything.
It's really awkward going to the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We had
Okay.
to resolve a solution. There's a reason that I keep a bandana in my pocket. It's so I can wrap it around him so he doesn't see anything, hear anything.
I'm blindfolded.
Pineapple! Pineapple! Pineapple!
Oh, yes, I know. Pineapple is the one where we stop doing what... I understand. I apologize for making you uncomfortable, Torch.
It's not hard to do these days.
Well, you hate to see it. Where are we going?
To to rescue a lying politician from other lying politicians.
Hardwood Stronghold. It is a scary place full of scary things, and I'm.
It used to be a mind flayer hideout.
Quick
Ooh.
brush up on history about mind flayer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a history.
Give me a
check.
history check.
Hell yeah, my dude. That's a 20. Unnatural.
Nice. All right. So Barry would actually know quite a bit about mind flayers, because when they sailed in from the Astral Sea, they landed in Zendrix. And so there was a bit probably about 200 years previous, the first Spelljammer ships entered the Zendrix airspace. And as they did, mind flayers began to build colonies underground in the Underdark beneath Zendrix. They began to conduct their experiments, and the Vryn Empire, as it currently was, or as it previously was, run by 8 matriarchs, 8 legs of the spider, as they were called, went to war with the Illithid for about 100 years. But after 100 years of battle, the Illithids retreated deeper into the Underdark. Some breached the surface, but not many, and their colonies grow smaller and smaller, but you know that they're not to be backed in a corner. For sure. They're powerful, they're dangerous, and they are bad news bears.
Do I know anything about mind flayers, such as like what they are weak to?
Give me a medicine check with advantage just per your roll. To funk it down.
That's a 6.
6.
I know nothing.
You're not. You know that there are a bunch of different variety of Illithid. So some of them have the ability to cast spells. Some have psionic abilities. Others are, they are all telepathic, and that they have a vast set of abilities. But when it comes to like weaknesses or resistances, it's hard to gauge.
Cool.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with this first day of travel?
Are we just on like back roads?
Yeah, you're just on the main road toward where Harwood Stronghold is. You're headed in that direction.
Okay.
It's a fairly straight ride.
I just want to keep an eye out the whole time to see if anybody's following us, if there's anything in the trees.
Okay. Great. Yeah, just give me a general perception check.
25.
25. From what you can tell, you do see toward the road these smaller creatures. You actually see these sable-like creatures, these small kind of ferret-like animals, but with these almost like pangolin-type scales on their backs, with tufts of fur kind of sprawling out there. This deep kind of blue, almost black color, this very sleek coat. And you see that they kind of climb down the tree, and as they do, they begin to roll and just kind of go on the side of the road.
I need one.
They travel in little pods of about 6. So occasionally on the road, you see these just small little circles just kind of rolling alongside the cart for a little bit, but then they diverge and head back into the tree line. With a 25,
Holy poly oly.
exactly. With a 25 deeper into the wood, you are able to spot larger movements in the tree line, stuff you imagine to be larger fauna that exists in this space, but nothing encroaching you, no foreign individuals following you.
And nothing following like our path.
No.
Okay.
Before they either try to camp for the night or I imagine they'll probably try to camp for the night.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, if you kept going, whoever's driving would take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah. Addie will use promise to fly. Because Addie can maintain concentration on that for an hour and fly about 30 minutes ahead, looking for a place to camp and check it out, and then fly back.
Give me a...
And just kind of being sure nothing's lying in wait and then trying to find a place to camp.
Give me a... Give me a... investigation or survival check.
We're going to do investigation. Because that's a 12. 21.
21. Yeah, you do find these small openings, and they do look man-made. These do look like little divots in the road that people kind of dive into specifically to park their carts and rest for the night. You see they are a bit far spread, but with you kind of traveling about however far 30 minutes will take you, you're probably a good couple miles ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
But you're able to see like a grouping of about 3 or 4. You do see 2 other carts. You see one smaller cart and another larger wagon, a little more affluent and regal looking than yours. But there are 3 other open spots for sure. And it looks to be fairly clear.
Mm-hmm. So Addie will come back and kind of tell Torch where those are.
Okay.
And where the carts that are occupied are.
All right,
So
sounds
just
good.
take his pick.
Okay, and if there's nothing else, you guys manage to ride forward, and you take one of the open spots, and yeah, you guys want to take watches? Is there anything you guys want to role play? I guess we'll wait until Lacey gets back.
I will take first watch.
First watch? Okay.
Awesome.
Give me a perception check.
Oh no. I hope I don't die.
I hope I don't fall.
18.
18. You do see the smaller cart looks to be this family. There is a small fire happening, and a couple kids and look like parents just kind of enjoying the space. They're playing a couple games. Not super loud, but just definitely having a jovial evening. And you see lights inside of the larger wagon, but nothing nothing crazy. No, a bit of movement, but nobody really exiting it.
Okay.
But you hear the sounds of wildlife kind of moving in and out of spaces near where you're at, but nothing really encroaching too far.
Okay. Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yes.
Actually, how far away are they from me?
The road is probably about 20 feet wide. I'd say at max 50 feet.
All right, cool.
I'd say the biggest cart is like 50 feet away from you.
All right. I'll just walk around our campsite as if I'm patrolling, and I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You get nothing from the cart with the family, but the large wagon lights up like a fucking Christmas tree. Different shades of colors. You see transmutation magics, you see abjuration magics, necromantic magics, evocation. You see this vast array of colors, kind of things that you are familiar with.
Does the cart have any like sigil on it that I would recognize?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. That's a 16.
No name, no image or brand that it is aiming to convey.
All right. And then last thing I'm going to do, and then I will pass priority to the next person.
All right.
I would like to use Divine Sense again.
Okay.
So good, evil, all the other stuff.
You get the ping of a fiend inside of the large cart.
Ooh.
Andy will take second watch.
All right. Before he goes to bed and passes off to Addie, he's going to use the alarm spell,
Oh, nice.
and he'll do that around like their immediate area, and he'll also fill Addie in on what he learned about the fiend
Okay.
in the next camp over.
Okay.
And now go bed.
All right, you go to sleep. Addie,
Good night.
is there anything you want to do on your watch, my friend?
Addie will kind of keep an eye on where Torch indicated that the fiend was. And keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And probably just kind of practice with their rapier. A little bit, keeping an eye on that area.
All right, just give me a general perception check. And if there's anything else you want to do, just let me know. Natural 20?
Yes.
Great.
That's a 30.
By the time your watch starts, the family is already back in their cart. The natural 20. You do. You would hear a bit of colorful language and a bit of an argument inside of the larger and more affluent cart.
Oh, Addie, they gotta go check that out.
Oh, okay. Well,
So stealth.
give me a stealth check. Well, let's go ahead and change the music, I guess, because this is what we're doing today.
That's a 28.
28. You manage to sneak up fairly unseen from what you can
Okay.
imagine.
From what I can imagine, I'm sure. Addie's just gonna listen for.
We're the nosy neighbors. That's what's happened.
No, that's Addie.
Okay.
Addie's gonna be listening intently.
How close do you get? Where are you, like, approaching a window? Are you kind of creeping toward the door? How are they approaching this space?
I imagine it's like a traditional cart, so Addie would probably try to get underneath like a window sill to stay out of sight.
Okay.
But close enough to hear.
Okay.
Addie's pretty confident in their abilities.
You hear as this sharp voice just begins to echo through this space. Right, well, I imagine since we have this set, things are going to be fine and we'll be able to take care of it. And with the contract made with the people next to us, I imagine that we will be in good rules. We'll be in good... We'll be smiled upon by... After a couple seconds, the voice stops.
Addie retreats away.
I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw before you do.
Fuck. All right. That's 16.
Is a failure. You feel
Eddie.
as your body locks into place. And the door to this wagon swings open. Quietly, gently. Oh, bud, you had to check. You had to go look.
I know, I couldn't resist. Eddie couldn't resist.
And you see as this pair exits, this handsome, human-looking man with stark white hair, slicked back, fine regale, stuff that you're used to seeing with nobility. And you see this gorgeous feminine form, black hair, deep red eyes, wearing full plate armor. Yeah,
Yes.
You know what this is.
Yes. On the man, is there anything that Addie would recognize?
Give me a... No. You know, for sure not. He kind of tilts his head playfully. Hello there. You are intruding, I would imagine. It's not very nice.
That's kind of a flashy cart. I had to see if it was anybody that I knew.
Give me a deception check.
That is... what is my deception? Surprisingly, I don't use it very often for accent. 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Interesting. You could have just asked to see the cart. We would have let you.
Well, I'm a little bit too curious for my own good, it seems.
You see the woman kind of perk up. That seems to be some sort of problem, yes? We can
Yes,
happily teach you a lesson or two about it. Keeping your nose and eyes to yourself. She begins to swirl her hand as this silver whip begins to apparate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Addie looks at her and goes, well, generally I do like somebody to take me to dinner first before they start with rope.
The man does. Oh, that is good. That is funny. I will give you that. Give me an intelligence save.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
26 is a failure.
Oh, fuck.
You are feeble-minded. Your intelligence is 1. And he takes you by the hand and walks you into the cart.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, there's not a lot I can do there.
We're going to fast forward to the next morning.
Oh, wait, hold up. Barry has a watch too.
You are never woken up
Oh. Okay.
because Addie doesn't come get you for your watch.
Oh, all right.
So you all wake up in the morning. Barry, you wake up in a panic because you were not awoken for watch. Go ahead
I'm
and...
gonna
Yeah, go ahead.
wake Torch up.
What?
Addie's gone. I was not woken up for my watch last night.
No, son of a bitch, not again. Okay. He's gonna get up and he gets out of the tent or cart and like looks around, and what does he see? Are the cards gone, Alec?
The cards. We didn't bring the cards.
No, carts.
Carts. The family's cart is still there. The large one, fucking gone.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Gone as shit.
Okay, question. And this is more of like a DM thing. We are just now waking up.
Yeah.
I'm getting very Magic the Gathering here as far as order of operations go.
Okay.
Is this when I would prepare my spells for the day?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes. I need Barry and Torch. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I
don't have that spell.
In athletics? Bless. I can
20
punch the magic.
22.
22 and 24. You guys see this swirling aura of deep red magics around where the cart was.
Oh.
Almost the after image of a circle. With these... Do any of you guys speak Infernal?
Let me check.
I speak Abyssal.
I did.
I speak Abyssal as well.
Oh, wait.
I also speak Draconic.
I have... let's see. Oh, yeah, this spoken as creature.
Comprehend languages?
It has to hear it. Dang it. No, I tongues.
Okay. This is a language that looks foreign, but with your Arcana checks, you've seen what a teleportation circle looks like.
Oh, you monkey! Locate object is only 2,000 feet or something like that. 1,000 feet. Awesome. Fantastic. And teleportation. So it could be, okay. Sending to Addie. Unless Barry, do you have anything?
This is not what I expected to happen today.
I have proficiency in survival checks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, awesome. Sending to Addie.
Okay.
Hey, bud. I noticed that you weren't here when we woke up. Kinda nervous. Where you at, fam? We miss you. Pineapple? Question mark?
Addison, as you're sitting in this completely foreign obsidian room, you hear the voice of a friend. You don't know what it means. You don't know what they're saying. At this point, you don't even remember his name. But you know he's a friend. Give me a... I like being a mechanical whore, so we're gonna try something. Give me an intelligence save.
Okay. That's with like a negative whatever, right?
Yeah, because it's at a 1.
Yeah. So what is that? I've never even.
I think
gone
it's
that
minus
low before.
9.
-9. Well, it'd be -8 because unless they took everything from Addie.
They did not.
Yeah. So.
-8?
Their intelligence score is 1.
So that's 8. Addie, I rolled a 16.
In your head, Torch. It's the name hits you. Give me a... No, you can't activate spells. All right.
I can't activate spells. I mean,
You could respond.
yeah.
You can respond to this
But
message?
you can't...
I can't understand. I can't articulate.
Yep.
I could probably just be discoherent mumbling.
Mm-hmm.
And probably, if I could articulate Torch's name. then just go hit if the name pops into
Give
their head.
Give me a Constitution saving throw as you attempt to say this name.
Constitution would be unaffected. So
Yep, it's just your int and charisma, I believe.
yeah, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
It is difficult. You feel your body begin to tense, your jaw begin to grit, but all the same, Torch. And Torch, that is all you hear. This labored, almost confused voice of Addison reaching out.
Okay. Barry, they're alive, but they don't sound like they're right in the head.
I want to try something.
Yeah, you want to try it? Fucking let's go.
I want to... So you said that there was a red circle that was left behind, right?
Yes, there was.
Is it possible for me to touch it and cast Identify?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try it.
Okay. And it's 10 minutes, right?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. So with Identify, you spend the time swirling. What does the magic for your Identify look like?
I want to say that it's like blue.
Okay.
And it's like a bright blue light that just kind of radiates out from his fingertips and wraps around whatever he's identifying.
Okay. All right. You are able to identify this as... Let me just read the spell quick. Identify. Oh my god.
So Barry, how you doing, bud?
I'm not happy.
I messed up. I told them there was something fishy going on in the cart. I should have known they would have ran with it.
What do you mean something fishy? What did you see?
Okay, so I learned that there was some sort of fiend in the cart, but to be fair, I think that also includes tieflings. Anyway, also tons of magical items. And I'm willing to bet they probably heard some bit of juicy gossip. I mean, do you remember when Lester, like, moonbeam prism powered teleported?
Addie never told anybody
When
about
he
that.
what?
No, Addie never told anybody about that.
But I was present.
Oh, no. Torch was present. He did that too, Torch.
It was me!
Yeah,
It was
but
going to
that
be
was
me!
it. It was just Addie and Torch. Addie never said anything to anybody. Another Torch.
Well, no, because he moonbeamed down in front of the cart, in front of everyone.
Oh,
and
that's
then
right,
we,
yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
So
Oh.
remember when that happened? Yeah, well, Addie snuck off into the bushes and listened to our conversation because they can't resist juicy gossip. Curiosity, cats.
That is fair. I've found them poking around the lab every once in a while, just hiding behind pillars.
So, what do we... Oh, sorry. Alec?
The Identify, you know that the spell Teleportation Circle has been cast.
What do I know about teleportation circle?
Give me an Arcana check.
That's a 23.
23. So, as you cast a spell, you draw a 10-foot diameter circle on the ground inscribed with sigils that link your location to a permanent teleportation circle of your choice, whose sigil sequence you know, and that is on the same plane of existence as you. A shimmering portal opens in the circle you drew on the so it is a teleportation spell that I'm trying to find the... There is no range, so you can anywhere there is a matching teleportation circle, you can teleport to. as long as it's on the same plane of existence. So a lot of like temples, guilds, and other important places have permanent teleportation circles inscribed somewhere within their confines. Each circle includes a unique sigil sequence, which is what you're able to see right now. A string of magical runes arranged in a particular pattern. So yeah, you know that they are on the material plane. That is something you would be able to know, period.
As a scientist, Barry has to do a lot of drawings for his work and stuff. So do I need to do a check to see if he can inscribe this teleportation circle, or
I'd say just give me a you can give me a go ahead and give me give me a general intelligence check. Just to see if you jot that down and copy it for what you need it for.
That's a 20.
Yeah.
Unnatural, but 20.
Able to etch that down and get it as close as you feel is necessary for what you want to do, for sure.
So I have good news and I have bad news.
Okay.
The good news is they're on this plane. The bad news is they could be literally anywhere on this plane of existence. I have more good news though. These are the sigils that we need to find them.
Okay. You can cast that spell?
I'm a level 4 artificer, no.
I know how this works.
I'm
Question?
really good at biting things. That's like it. That's the thing I do.
Okay. Alec. One of my feats is Metamagic Adept. And I took the distance spell.
Okay.
And it doubles the range of the spell.
That you are casting, correct.
So that would double my locate object to 2,000 feet.
Yes.
If I spend a second sorcery point, does it double the original distance of the spell or the adjusted distance of the spell?
I believe with the metamagic, you can only do it once per the same thing. So like you can't double up on your extended spell.
Okay. I'm still gonna do that.
Yeah.
Actually, follow-up question.
Because it'll be what, 2,000 feet?
Yeah. The
Okay.
teleportation circle.
Yeah.
How big is it? Is it big enough to fit the whole cart?
It's 10 foot.
So it could conceivably have taken the whole cart.
No, because you know that the cart was bigger. So they're
All right. Distance spell, locate object. I'm trying to locate the cart.
okay. And how long does locate object take?
I should know this
You're
because
good.
I've been locate object. It's one action to
One action. Okay.
and lasts for 10 minutes.
So you focus on the cart and you get a ping.
Barry, we must mount up.
It is just at the crux of that 2,000 foot range, deep into the woods.
Barry, I wouldn't. How long can you fly for?
Well, it takes 4 minutes maximum.
Okay. I found the cart that I saw last night. We have no other leads. I say at this point we follow that.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Do we leave our cart and stuff here?
No. Yes, I don't.
Oh, wait.
Can I cast invisibility on the cart? I can.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, I can. Okay, yeah. It lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
I can make the cart
Is that
more
concentration, though?
visible. Yes.
Okay. So you would have to maintain
I
concentration.
would
on it.
not be able to fly if I make that invisible.
I can. Let's push it off a little bit into the brush. I can cast Liamon's tiny hut around it.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys spend the time to take the cart into the little bit of brush and cover it with a Liamon's tiny hut?
Yep.
All right. You guys are able to do so. Thomas, what does your Liamon's tiny hut look like? I don't think you've ever cast a spell before.
I have never had a use for the spell. We've
Hell
always had a
yeah.
safe place to stay. Oh God.
Not anymore, motherfuckers.
Nope. So Torch will take out Duskfall, and he'll kind of plant it in the ground, and he'll lower his head. And from where the sword touches, little strands of starlight begin to spin out in like a spiderweb fashion and interweave. And as they weave together, they slowly close the gaps around the hunt. And then as this shimmering ball of purple twilight just melds into whatever the foresty background looks like.
Hell yeah. All right. That's sick as shit. Okay. Addison. Roll a percentile check. Or just roll percentile for me.
69.
Sorry.
This is not the appropriate time, but oh my gosh.
Nice.
Nice.
You know
Children.
what? Only a creature with 1 intelligence could do that.
Hey,
Oh my god.
Addison, nice. Okay. You feel this humming at your side. As the
I should state that promise isn't actually sheathed. Promise is sheathed through Addie's tattoos.
Mm-hmm. You feel this humming at your side as you see this small spectral bird. And that is where we're going to take our first break.
Ah.
All right. Well, fuck my plans, I guess. We're gonna.
I'm sorry, bud.
That's okay. Hey, honestly, if we don't go fucking haywire, I knew I shouldn't have put them in there. I don't know why I did it. You guys are fucking animals. Like, you had to do it. It was my fault.
Made it a normal married couple having a spat.
I was listening to some music that fucking ripped, and I had a great idea. What do you want from me? All right. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. Thank you for chilling. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys shortly. We'll be right back. Bye, everybody.
Right?
We're live. Hi, everybody. We're back.
Hello.
We're doing that thing. We're doing that stuff. Okay. So, we will stick with Addie for a second. There is this... this bird next to you. That you can see. It's just staring at you. Eyes glowing this dim, icy blue. Fuck are these birds, dude? What the fuck? Hello? Birds, go away! There we go. I did it. The fuck? Sorry for yelling. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay. Is there anything you want to do?
Addie would try to touch it.
Okay.
It's shiny. It's shiny, ethereal. It's weird.
So you go to touch it. I need you to roll me. You begin to feel this sensation wash over your body. And this sense of comfort begin to swell. The bird begins to open its wings. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to fight it, in which...
If it's comforting, then Addie wouldn't fight it.
Okay. So, you take the instance of a greater restoration spell, and you are transported into this odd ethereal space. It's beautiful. And at this point, your stats are back to normal.
Yeah.
Around you is a land encased in snow. These tall obsidian spires. This castle spanning what looks to be miles. But you see around you vast collections of ravens flying about, touching down in front of you, and just gazing. Watching. What do you want to do?
You said that there was a castle.
Yeah.
Looking around, besides seeing the ravens and everything else, Addie will walk towards the castle.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
That's a 15.
It's good enough. As you walk forward, you hear these heavy wing flaps. As you look above you, and you see in this dark, snow-lit place, very familiar set of golden scales. Just flying overhead. Not stopping, not encroaching on you, but there, all the same. After you see him, you begin to hear these footfalls. Feet crunching into the snow. As you see her walk down these obsidian steps, looking at you, masked in fanciful wear, this beautiful Victorian gown with this tall collar, these large shoulder pieces, and silver accoutrements spread across it. These rings that end in these talons. Hands kind of clasped together gently as she walks toward you. Seems that you are having a difficult time.
More than usual.
Damn you. That is now 3.
3?
3.
I don't understand.
You see the masked figure, the Raven Queen, look upward at Pelgond. 1. Behind you, you hear another set of footfalls.
Addie turns.
And you see Nadal, dressed in this beautiful obsidian armor with his winged mantle. He looks younger. His hair is longer, adorned in these war braids. She looks. You see, as you're gazing at Nadal, the faux taloned fingers point forward. 2. You feel the cold taloned finger hit your chin and turn your face toward hers. 3. Three people I could not help but care about.
Addie looks up to Pelgon and to Nadal. Seems we're pretty tenacious like that.
You do me a disservice here, Addison. A champion that not knows when they need to stand behind and let the world happen around them is a dangerous thing. I am not Illustrae. I do not let my champions walk this world free of consequence. You hear a small chuckle. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming the chuckle came from the doll.
No.
Oh.
Came from the Raven Queen.
Well, it seems as we're kind of a wayward bunch.
Do not let your base instincts rule what you are. Do you know what you are?
A mess trying to make the world better?
You see the taloned hand go to the mask as it's pulled off. Beautiful. These golden yellow eyes. Dark raven colored hair. Almost flowing naturally without the wind. Sharp cheekbones. But a softness. They're all the same. Yes. But you are more than that. He knew it. Nods over to Nadal. Looks up toward Pelgond. Smile stretching across her face. He knew it. Almost immediately. It took me a little longer to know what you are. Present your promise.
Addie summons it straight to their hand. Held out.
Do you want them here for this?
Yes.
Addison or Torch and Berry. As you begin to traverse through the woods, I need you both to make me perception checks.
We're tramping through the woods.
On we push.
Yeah.
11.
Into the... You're not going to believe it. It's another freaking 25.
Hell yeah! Barry, with your innate connection to death, the experience you had in Korthir, you see this beautiful spectral raven land directly in front of you at your feet. presenting itself to you.
Hello, friend. And Barry's gonna reach down and hold out his hand.
The raven places its head on your hand, and you feel this comforting feeling. Can I take you on a journey?
Yes. Where are we going? Is it somewhere cool?
It is very cool.
Sweet. Let's go.
We should take him too. Looks over at Torch, who did not notice.
Torch is like hacking at the bush, trying to get to like, I'm coming at you.
Torch!
What?
Torch!
What?
Put down the knife. Come here.
It's a
get over
sword.
Here. All swords are glorified knives.
Torch will whisper to Dessel. They didn't mean it.
All right.
Oh, what
Come
are
here,
you doing?
come look.
It's
Look
a
at this
bird.
little
What?
guy. It's a raven. A spectral raven. Who do we know that likes ravens?
Edgy goth people?
And Addison. They kind of follow the same category, but
That's valid. What? What's happening here?
just give me your hand.
Are we going on a date?
Bless up. Are we going on a date? Is that what you just said?
Have
No.
a boyfriend?
Barry's
You're
got
very
standards.
committed?
That's why I'm confused.
As you interlock hands, you both feel this chill but inviting sensation as your feet hit patches of snow.
Jeez! Why is it cold?
You were right. It was very cool.
As you look around, you see the same spired castle spanning miles, looking as if it's its own fortification. This vast wall of what looks to be obsidian glass, spanning the entire horizon. In front of you, you see Addison, a maskless raven queen, and that's it.
Barry immediately kneels.
Torch will also kneel in the snow. That's very cold.
Addison, you hear footfalls. There is no need to kneel. You are among friends here.
Oh, thank God, it's so cold.
Please approach.
Torch
We
will like
approach.
waddle up like with the big steps that you take as like
Yeah.
waddling through snow.
It is appropriate that you all should know. The Raven Queen's hand hovers over Promise, and as her finger taps the Raven's skull, the three of you see a divinity stone.
Cool.
Well, shoot.
Torch,
Yeah.
give me perception check.
Okay, because I've been doing so well with those. 8.
A fucking roll with advantage. I'm so sick of this shit.
Barry very subtly hands the goggles over to George.
He would have to attune to him. It would be an hour. No.
Hey, Alec. Hey, Alec. Hey, Alec.
Natural 20?
No, 9.
You don't notice, but you do feel a hand hit your shoulder.
I rolled another 9. That's an 8 and 2 9s.
You feel a hand hit your shoulder. Hello, darling.
Hey! How's it going? It's cold.
Good. You look to see Isla Stray standing next to you.
So, are y'all friends?
The two kind of share a look. We've been friends for a little while, yes.
Did you go to God school together or something?
No, we killed Tiamat the first time together.
That sounds like God school, but okay.
Isla Stray just is gazing at you, smiling. As she hovers her hand over Duskfall, where you see a divinity stone.
Hey, we've been looking for those. You need one of those, right?
Since we needed intervention, this seemed to be the best time to tell you. You both are fate touched.
What? Oh boy. Okay, forget this. And then Torch is going to use produce flame and make some fire around him. It's like, okay. I'm sorry, come again? No. That's Lester's job. Lester's the fate touched.
He was fate touched.
He still is. But we are able to have more than one champion.
Oh. Okay. I'm so sorry, Barry.
What for? I've got some pretty cool friends.
Does this change anything? Do I have other rules I have to follow now? I got the deck taken away from me. I'm sorry. I was really irresponsible with that.
Isla Stray just kind of laughs. I figured you would be. But I was quite irresponsible by giving it to you anyways.
Hey!
This means that for the both of you, and you as well, Barry, there are great challenges coming ahead. And destiny, fate, has chosen you three to be capable and ready to rise above it. Do you accept this? Isla Stray looks directly to you, Torch.
Yeah. Does this mean I outrank Lester? Are we equal rank now?
You are nowhere near close to Lester.
Damn it, okay. I do accept it though, and I appreciate it.
You feel as her hand begins to swirl on your chest. You get to bump one of your ability scores by 2.
Oh, goody!
The Raven Queen approaches you, Addison. You and I are similar in a lot of regards.
Yes, we are.
I will not be going anywhere for a very long time. Unlike my friend here. But I choose you.
Pikachu.
Incredible.
Eddie very much does the blink in surprise. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Why is that?
Just the way I am, I guess. I wanted to ignore it. Not believe that it's true, but...
Fate is a scary thing. I remember when my predecessor told me that I was next. You have a life to live, and I will not take that away from you. You choose what to do with this power. It is yours.
Well, then I'll try to do my best.
Good. Good. The Raven Queen looks to you, Barry. We have met before, do you remember?
Of course. I'll never forget it.
What did you see?
My aunt, Broomhilda. She helped raise me, and when I was first cursed, she was one of the 7 people I killed.
I am sorry.
She seemed to forgive me. Now I'm just working on forgiving myself.
That is a good goal. Well, you 3 are champions. You will do wonders for this world. I know it.
Are we being sent back to where we were when we first left?
Illustrate fucking starts to cackle. We can drop you where you need to go.
Oh, thank God. I hate road trips. Also, Addie, never again will you give me shit about touching stuff.
I didn't touch anything.
Well, good luck in your journeys ahead.
Thank you.
The Raven Queen places her hands on both Addison and Barry. Barry, you get to take a feat of your choice. And Addison, what's your max spell level?
Currently?
Mm-hmm.
Max spell level is... I have 3rd level spell slots.
You get 2 3rd level spells of your choice.
That's so cool.
As the 2 goddesses step back You see there's a very familiar golden dragon sits atop the spire behind them, smiling down at all three of you. The Raven Queen snaps. And you three are somewhere else.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, that got off the rails every Friday at 7 p.m. over at the Welcome Inn. Okay, so Jesus H fuck. You guys.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
We have to go back and get the cart.
We do have a tweet command, Lacey. It's
Do
just
we?
it's just
Oh.
exclamation point tweet. No, it's fine. I added it the other day.
Oh, God.
All right.
Cool.
So, Soundtail, what the fuck happened? Hello? All right. The fuck?
The fuck.
Hello? Okay. So, who had Divine Intervention on their bingo cards? Not me. I rolled for it and it worked.
Oh, God.
All right. So, you guys are in front of this building, which actually we can move over to the map now.
Did they drop us right in front of a mind flayer lair?
Yes, Thomas. Yes. Do I look happy about it? No. Okay. You guys see in front of you, pushed on the ends of this large start of this mountain. You see this this hold built inside of it. It looks to be somewhat under construction. But all right.
This thing's massive.
Yeah, it is. All right. So you guys are outside. What the fuck do you degenerates want to do?
Remember that time we denied Alec his dungeon crawl?
Never again.
I'm over here trying to, pick spells.
I think like getting feeble-minded by a fucking Baylor.
So,
What?
what?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was?
Yes.
So, can we talk about the fact that our respective goddesses decided it'd be a good idea to drop us here where we needed to go? That was very, open. They could have dropped us on a nice sandy beach with some margaritas.
You don't want to talk. You don't want to talk about the fact that we're all fate touched.
Remember how we were establishing that level? It goes both ways. I'm operating in my comfort zone. This is the bucket I can control, Addie.
Well, I suggest that we be sneaky.
Yeah, sure, that works. George is gonna check Duskfall. Is it still glowing with the Divinity Stone?
It is now.
Awesome. Fantastic. I love this. This is great.
I can take it away if you want.
No.
I can take it away if you want.
How bright is it glowing? Is it going to draw attention to us?
No, it's not like a fucking halogen bulb. It's just like a. You can see it. It's almost like radiating a little bit of light. It's not not even within like a foot. Like it's not radiating light. It just is ignited.
So it's like a cheap glow in the dark bouncy ball.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, the vestige of
Have
Island
you ever
Stray.
been in a walk-in freezer and when it shuts, the little handles glow in the
Yeah,
dark?
exactly like that.
It's
Exactly like that.
terrifying, and you can see it very, very faintly from a distance, but it's your one beacon of hope.
Mhm.
So two things. Yes, I've spent many of screaming sessions in a frozen walk-in freezer. Second, our handles didn't glow in the dark, and now I'm really worried. Anyway, sorry, off track. Sneaky. Yes. I'm gonna put my hood up. Whoop.
Okay. So you guys want to enter? You got your tokens. You can move if you want.
Oh, wait. Before we do anything, I'm going to do the thing that I was upset that I hadn't been doing. I'm going to give myself the initiative thing.
Okay.
And I have advantage on initiative rolls because I imagine that's going to happen soon.
Bless up.
Sneaky sneak.
Okay. So, if you guys are entering, go ahead and give me stealth checks. Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Great. All right, you're hidden.
Woo.
Alright,
Watch
that's
me
a
fuck this up.
19 plus.
I'm a little sneaker. Watch me sneak.
What'd
I
you
got a
get?
12.
32.
Jesus. Collectively, you guys are able to enter fairly quiet. Okay.
So, is this like a
Okay.
long corridor?
Yes, this is a corridor that enters. This looks to be the entry room. Do you push further?
So the black line right here, is that like inlaid into the floor? Or is that a wall?
That is the floor.
Okay. I'd like to inspect this room over here.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Haha! 16.
16. This looks to be some sort of guards post, but nobody's here.
Okay.
Are you're just investigating the space?
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if there's anything interesting, anything that would be
Oh, you do
valuable.
step there. Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, son of a... That's a 7.
Great, it's a failure. You two here, as this door, right here, slams shut.
Oh!
Crap.
As Torch, the room begins to emit these spikes and begin to close in on you.
Hey, my buddy. You said I could take any feat.
Mm-hmm.
Does that kick in now?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it does.
So I think I'm gonna take telepathic.
Okay,
I'm gonna speak telepathically to Torch
sure thing.
and just be like, "Hey, Torch, what's happening?"
I'm gonna die, and I hear Barry's voice in my head. Why is it not Eyeless? I'm in a room. I was stupid, and there's spikes, and it's getting smaller, and I have claustrophobia. It's a guard post, right? Is there like a slot anywhere? Any arrow slots?
There are a few, but they are now covered by these walls that have dropped, where the spikes are beginning to push forward.
How fast are they
Oh.
moving?
Pretty quick. You have about 10 seconds to make a decision before you start taking damage.
Okay, and there's I don't have anything. A firebolt at the door.
Make an attack roll.
23.
This large steel door has a little singe on it.
Oh, son of a bitch. I don't have anything.
Well,
That's gonna hurt.
yep. All right. So in this first round, I need you to roll initiative, Thomas.
Oh, I have advantage on that.
Yeah, sure do, I guess. Okay.
17.
Barry is gonna
17.
tell Addy
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
what's happening.
Oh no. Okay. Yep. You do that. Torch. I mean, you failed the dex save, so you're just gonna take damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. 5. So it's 11.
Jesus.
That is 20 piercing damage as these spikes begin to pierce your form.
Ouch. This hurts.
It is your action. What do you want to do?
There's no spaces I can see. I'm in completely in a sealed room.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Psionic Blast.
What do you want to Psionic Blast?
Are all 4 of the walls?
No,
in the
just
ceiling?
2 walls on the side. The ceiling and the floor are the same.
Oh, Psionic Blast at the wall to my left with the spikes.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. Oh, 12.
You unleash the Psionic Blast, but the spikes are still pushing forward. All right. I'm going to take another round of damage. Uh, 8. 17 piercing damage as this wall begins to encroach closer and closer. I will say you can give me a sleight of hand check to try, or give me a perception check first.
All right. Come on. 17 for perception.
17. You are able to see mechanisms on the wall opposite you that are propelling the wall forward.
All right. I would like to disengage it by throwing fire at it.
You can certainly try. Give me an attack roll, or if you want to try and do this deftly, give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna do the attack roll just because that I feel like. Oh, I don't know what the DC is. Let's do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Oh, 5.
You launch this firebolt as it just kind of hits the wall. You can hear the mechanism still whirring towards you. Okay. Addie and Barry, is there anything you want to do on the outside? You can hear the gears turning and pushing.
Yeah, I would like to use, so as an artificer, I've built a lot of things with gears.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
No, that's valid.
I'm going to pull out my Tinker's tools, and I'm going to use my magical tinkering feature to imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of my choice.
Okay.
I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to do... Oh, shoot. It can't do anything. It's like a prestidigitation. Okay. Well, anywho, I'm going to use my Tinker's tools to try and break into the door.
Give me a...
and figure out how to stop the gears.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm horrible at those.
Can Addie assist in that, since that's something Addie would...
Yeah,
experienced before?
You can choose who to give advantage to if you guys are working on this together. So do you want Barry to have the advantage, or Barry, do you want to assist Addie and give them the advantage?
I'll assist Addie.
Okay, so then give me that sleight of hand check with advantage. As this wall is encroaching deeper on Torch. Torch, I'll roll your damage. Oh, 9...
19, 20, 21?
21. You see it, so, sorry, 9, 4... 13 piercing damage, Torch. As you begin to hear this click, as Addison, you see this mechanism on the outside, you see this failsafe to open the door. You definitely use your thieves' tools, which you have. Break the lock, and Torch, you hear the cease as the spikes on the wall have stopped, and the door opens. You guys see Torch up against the wall, kind of like this, trying to like dodge spikes. You see there are a couple in his body as it begins to retract.
Ouch.
Oh, Torch. You always check for traps.
I know.
That
was my bad.
I'm gonna try to push the wall back so he can get out of there.
Yeah, the wall is moving back on its own. Once the door opened,
okay.
that's the failsafe. So once the door opened, the wall began to retreat.
Cool.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
All right, I'm gonna heal myself.
Great.
I'm just gonna use my lay on hand. Actually, no. I'm going to use cure wounds.
Okay.
I'll get that done.
I think we should stick together next time.
Oh no, that's a very valid yes. I
Why
agree.
don't we have me checking for traps as we move forward? Yes.
Do what? Oh, I have fine traps. Good.
You have fine traps?
I have fine traps. I never use it. We never dungeon crawl.
Welcome to my nightmare, bitch. All right.
Conveniently skip past it.
Yes, you magically managed to skip past my dungeons almost in every turn.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You guys do it in great ways. Okay. So, you guys are in here. What do you guys want to do?
Cry.
Oh, no. Not allowed.
I don't think we're ready for my magical mind beings if we can't even save ourselves against the stupid floating wall.
Okay,
with
okay.
Spikes.
We got this.
Fuck the Duke. We can't do this. We were just told that we were chosen by gods, but we can't do this.
No, we got this. We can. And Torch is going to cast fine traps. So within 120 feet range.
Okay.
Let me read the spell because I've never used it before. You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within the line of sight. Oh, oof. I'm gonna hang on to this for. Actually, no. I'm gonna stand right here at this doorway so I can see fine traps.
There's nothing in this room.
This room is clear.
You guys are fucking ridiculous. Okay. So, do you breach through this apex here?
I'll go through it first.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna let it.
Boom.
Yeah, you walk through, and as you do, you see this open, what looks to be, this seems to be some sort of mining area inside of this dungeon.
So I'm right at home.
Exactly. Yeah. This looks familiar. This looks like the entry to a mine. Which, I mean,
Is there a cage? You don't know that I've actually worked at a mine.
There is. There is a cage.
Ooh.
It is not there though. That's where the cage would be.
I'm gonna go investigate the hole.
Yeah. What's your passive investigation?
15.
You'd be able to tell. It is sealed. With this iron floor, it is sealed.
What's the lighting situation like?
Lights are on.
Is it sealed like the cage has gone down and they've covered the hole so people don't fall in? Or is it
Correct.
sealed like somebody welded over the top of the hole so nobody can
Give
come
me an
out?
investigation check.
I don't know, I reached for my physical dice. Got this here. So that's a 24.
It has been welded shut, seemingly closing off access to the mine itself.
Hey guys, I think that whatever's here, whatever's down here, somebody's trying to keep it either out or keep something in. So I'd say a safe bet is down.
Fantastic.
With your investigation check, you would also be able to tell there are doors leading down here, and there seems to be a door right here.
Check out this door over here.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. As you kind of try and push toward the door is locked.
I am gonna go ahead and
Do you want me to check it for traps?
yes, if you'd like to, because I can't.
Addie's gonna check it for traps.
Give me an investigation check.
That is a 13, 14, 15, 16. 25.
This door is trapped.
But
Addie's gonna disarm that trap.
You said you were looking this way.
line of sight. You know. Okay. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
You can tell that it is a lock-based trap. So if the lock is not hit correctly the first time, Nah, Torch, you're right. You would have pinged that.
No, it's fine.
No, you're
if
right. You're right. You are right. You are correct.
Okay.
That's dumb on me.
No.
Okay. So for that, I'll give Addie your sleight of hand advantage.
Okay.
Because I fucked up.
Sleight of hand.
Yes.
You guys ever eat something that like it always brings you joy, and then you get one that's just stale, like a chip?
It do be like that. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry that happened.
22.
Yeah, you're able to break the lock in a way that that does not trigger this trap, and you're able to open the door.
Mhm.
And as you do, you guys see just a supply room. Seems to be an empty supply room. Seems
What
to
kind of
be.
supplies?
Give me an investigation check.
Can do.
And he's gonna make an investigation check as well.
Okay, wonderful.
21.
With your investigation check, Barry, you're able to see rotten rations. This barrel is filled with what looks to be food that's been sitting here for, you gauge, probably about a couple months. It's rotten. It's covered in mold. It's no good. You see a couple tools, but they seem to be heavily rusted, and there is a thick coating of dust on everything in here.
This
Why
place
would-
has not been used for a
It's
long
29.
Yeah, with the 20, you don't find anything past that. Just the same rotten food. This room is seemingly empty, and with the dust, actually with the 29, you can see that the chair in here there's no dust, and you would manage to catch a couple footfalls in the dust that lead out of the room.
Addie's gonna
Ow.
turn around and look at the room and really take it in and try to figure out. Angle Court had mines to Ternockham.
Yeah.
So, what would be unusual about this place that the court would want to make this a place of interest to them and kind of just take in the area?
Give me a history check for Harwood Stronghold.
25.
25. The Harwood House was a powerful house in Drukamesh centuries ago. This family came to ruin after the heir of this family, William Harwood, began to hear calls from the mountain. Stories vary. Some say it's a ghost story, some say it's something else entirely, but with the context you know of this being an Illithid dungeon, you imagine, or this at one point was home to Illithid, you imagine that is what caused this family to die out. And you know that with how vast this mine is, this is a hell of a place to set up shop.
Yeah. Addie's gonna come to this room here. Check the door.
Okay. Double tap. Alright. Yep, just give me an investigation check.
Yep, that is a 23.
It is not trapped.
Is it locked?
It is not. And you see a set of stairs going down.
And does this area go up?
This is just a little overview that it looks like someplace like an overseer would watch production and workers. There is a small, what looks to be office up here in the corner.
Addie's gonna head up there and point out to everybody else the door with the stairs going down. And Addie wants to check out this desk.
May I?
Yeah.
So I assume that this overlook here, like all of this, oh my gosh, all of this is metal. Is this stuff down here stone?
This stone, yeah.
Can I use my stone cunning
Sure.
to figure out kind of like the origin of this mountain and the stonework in it?
Sure. This is... You would be more familiar with this, because this is Durgar work.
Okay.
This is Durgar architecture, so you can tell that this was built by Durgar, which makes sense, deep in the mountains. If this is as deep as you think it is, that makes sense. It is built minimalistically and functionally, so it makes all the sense in the world to you.
Could I determine by like any minerals or rings in the stone how deep we are?
At this point, you are not very deep. If you push farther, and with the context of the Durgar build, could go miles into the face of this mountain.
When we met the Duke,
Yes.
did he have a signet ring on or anything, like any identifying jewelry?
Give me a history check.
D&D Beyond, I'm going to ask you nicely, not to...
Please be nice to me, D&D Beyond. I'm your
gentle.
favorite.
Mother. 16.
16. He was wearing a signet ring. It was a what looked to be gold type of ring with a ruby encrusted in the center of it. It is iconography to Pelor.
Okay. Can I cast Locate Object, and then also use my second point to extend the range to 2,000 feet? And I'd like to try to locate the ring.
Okay. 2,000 feet. Yeah. Almost directly down toward you. Kind of at this diagonal line, you feel this kind of humming. This almost vibrational force. Pointing where it would be.
I will relay that information to the others.
Okay.
Would I be able to know what would make a noise like that?
That was just the noise for Torch's magical effect.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Okay. And Addie, you're investigating this desk here?
Yes.
Okay. This room, just give me an investigation check.
That is a 22.
Okay. This room is not giving off any airs of anything hidden or anything like that. It is completely covered in dust. There are no footfalls here. There is only solely abandoned work desk and parchments with paper that is so old that it's hard to tell what is even written on it.
So nothing useful at all in that area.
No.
All right. Addie's gonna call down to the other Jew. There's nothing useful up there. And I
Okay.
guess that we go down.
Did Addie share with the rest of us that there's no dust on the chair?
Did there?
I think I rolled high enough to see it. Did I?
No.
No, Addie.
Oh, okay. It was just
No, Addie Addie will tell them.
They would have?
Yeah, they would have.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys would be aware of that.
Did anyone sit in the chair?
None of us.
The top of the chair was open, so it looked like it was sat in.
Hey guys.
There's no dust on it.
Quick. This could take a while. This is all Drugar. All of this. So we're not that far down right now. We could be heading down miles. So conserve your energy. If you need to take a break anywhere, do it. Like this. I don't know how deep we're going to have to go.
Less than 2,000 feet.
That's true.
Because I did a thing, and well, I did for a signet ring, so at least a signet ring is less than 2,000 feet. Whether or not that signet ring is currently residing in something's stomach, meh.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Addie will cast Sending to the Duke.
Okay. What's the range on sending? Or there isn't one.
There isn't one.
Go for it.
Unlimited.
What do you want to say?
What is his name?
Tiberius Whisper thing.
Tiberius, thank you. From what we had talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't go. Tiberius. We are at. What's the stronghold's name again?
Harwood.
Harwood Stronghold. We know your ring is close. Are you with it? And are you well?
Almost immediately. Oh, okay. I am safe. They're keeping me here. There's something watching me. I am alive and with my signet ring. Please hurry. Please hurry. Is my wife okay? Thank you.
Addie's not going to respond to that. Instead, use their arcane recovery to recover that spit spell slot.
Okay.
And looks the others. There's something watching him, but he's alive and he's with his signet ring.
Awesome.
I would suggest we proceed with caution, but 2,000 feet. If we do this right, we can get in and get out, and knowing us, everything will go terribly wrong, but it'll be fine.
Okay.
All of our plans go to crap and we end up winging it anyway, so... and I can say that now because we all have wings, kind of.
Oh God. Alec, when we're
Yeah.
not in combat, can I hold, if something requires an action, can I hold the action even though we're not in combat? Like if this happens, this is what torches
You can
can be?
you can ready an action, yeah.
Okay.
Like if something were to pop out at you, I shoot
Yeah.
it in the face. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I would like to use my channel divinity ability, and I'd like to use Watcher's Will. So when you use channel divinity, I invest my presence with the warding power of your faith. As an action, you can choose a number of creatures you can see within 30 feet of you, up to a number equal to charisma modifier minimum of 1 for 1 minute, and the chosen creatures have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
What do you want to ready that to? Like, what's the trigger?
Anything that looks not human, if we at any point encounter or engage it. So by not human, tentacles.
Like Illithid?
If we're about to get into a...
Okay.
I won't say that name. Lacey said it last time. It made me very uncomfortable.
Hentai.
That one.
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu's also an option. Eddie did tell you. Never mind.
Anyway.
Go for it, bud.
Okay.
That's the
yes.
action I want to read.
Sounds good. Works for me.
Let's rock and roll.
All right. So do you guys descend down the stairs?
Yeah, Addie will lead the pack.
Okay, sounds
'Cause
good.
their passive perception is stupid.
I'll take up the back.
Also, Torch will give Addie Eyes of the Night. So they have dark vision.
For 300 feet, boy.
Okay.
Did anybody else hear the Minecraft zombie, or was that just me?
I think that was just you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got doors here, 2 large doors here, and a door here. You have another set of stairs down. What do you guys want to do?
Do you want to check out the rooms, or do you want to keep going straight for the boot?
I think we check out the doors because we don't want Iz to run into anything on the way up.
You'd rather fight our way down than fight our way out? Seems like a good plan.
Well, if we fight our way out, we'll have to fight with the Duke, and he's useless, so...
Actually, I have a thought about that.
Jesus.
Can you make him small, and I'll just put him, well, smaller. I'll just put him in my pocket.
I do have reduce. I can do that innately.
He's a pocket duke. For all occasions.
While they're discussing this, Addie's going to check the doors for traps.
Okay, go ahead and check the doors for traps. Give me an investigation check.
Well, that's a 50, 67.
47? Got it. Which one are you checking?
Well, let's check the big doors first.
These ones?
Those looks fancy, yes.
You do find, with a 27, you find there is an intricate alarm system connected to these doors. As soon as they open, you imagine there is some sort of failsafe to not set the alarm. But without knowing that, alarms will be set off. They will go bing bong, bing bong.
It's far too intricate for Addie to try to disable the alarm.
You would see there is a, give me an Arcana check actually.
That is a 16.
16. There is a this is a spell trap. So it is activated with the alarm spell. Or it is the alarm spell is etched into it. So it would have to be dispelled.
Yeah. Addie will tell that. This door has an alarm spell and a magic spell trap attached to it. I cannot disarm this correctly without a high enough level of the spell.
I didn't prepare that today.
Would I be able to... Can I roll an Arcana check and see if... Because I've got a pouch of spell components. Can I... Can I work with Torch to figure out if I can help him prepare the spell?
Roll me an Arcana check. In the meanwhile, Torch, what were you thinking?
I've got my alchemy jug. If I poured acid on it, would it make it not go?
Addie will explain that this is an intricately set alarm/spell trap, and that they're pretty sure that unless it's either disarmed correctly, either by via knowing whatever password or phrase or whatever it's set for, or high enough to spell, that the alarms will sound.
Gotcha. Roger that. Well, I guess in that case, do we want to leave it alone? And
Okay, when the signet ring pinged, was it in this area, or was it further down?
it's farther down. Actually, Alec, it's farther down.
It
yeah?
was further down, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's within 2,000 feet. Unless I'm within 30 feet of it, I don't know exactly where it is. I just get a general, like, the direction.
Would we know anybody else who might be kept here?
Thank you for the hydrate.
Vosk is apparently kept everywhere.
Addie reaches over and smacks Torch.
Great.
Ow!
You don't even have to roll for that anymore.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't see if there's nobody else that we would need to. I don't know. This
Could be somebody
feels
or could be something
crummy.
important.
It feels
Okay.
crummy even saying it, but the Duke is our priority. If there is somebody behind this door, is it somebody that we know? Then I think we should try and help them. But if it's just the Duke we're looking for,
Can Addie listen for signs of life on the other side of the door?
Give me a perception check. Okay, just give me a perception check.
That's a 22.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with a 22, you're able to hear footfalls in this general direction and in here. So it's like 2 sets of footsteps.
There's multiple sets of footsteps.
Okay, so
2 at least that I can hear.
that I can see. Dang it. I have detect thoughts now, but I have to be able
You have to see them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I could also rig an explosive here.
I'm sorry, Addie. 3 sets of footsteps. 2 coming from here. 1 deeper down, whatever this door leads to.
Addie's gonna check this door. I mean,
Okay,
they're not gonna be that stupid to leave that one unguarded, would they?
give me
Surely
an
not.
investigation check.
29.
This door is not trapped.
Addie will-
It is locked, though.
This one is locked, but it's not trapped.
It's your call. I mean, I'm cool. We just press forward. I can set a glyph of warding here that will explode with damage if someone walks past it that we don't like. Actually, to be clear, there is no one other than Duke Whisperston in this place that we are He's the only friendly.
So to my knowledge, that's correct, but this place was... Well, they don't know who owns the army here.
Addie, you said that your father, when you guys were in Angle Court, was under a similar kind of pressure to keep things hidden. Do you know if they would have, like, I don't know, a roster of people that they might have here? Like, sounds stupid, but check in for like a hospital or a hotel or
Like a guest book that they sign? Hello, welcome to Fort.
Whoever's in
Are-
charge would probably know all the men under his command. I don't know.
Well, I'm not even
Depends.
thinking about men under command. I'm thinking about prisoners, because, I mean, obviously, if anybody's here that we cared about, they're probably not going to be working for... Unless if they're a double agent, but...
Or they could be forced to.
Hey, I really appreciate
I need
this
you guys
whole
to give me a
conversation.
stealth check.
God damn it. I know. We have to keep moving. Oh god, this is not going to be good.
11.
Oh wait, I have a
dear.
15.
29.
As Torch... Who got the 11?
Barry.
Give me a second. You guys are having
Barry
this conversation.
sneezes.
Yeah, Barry coughs a little too hard, and as he does, a Warforged gentleman walks out, stares at you all for a second, I need you to roll for initiative.
Hello, we're auditors.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's gonna work anymore, bud.
I drive the cart. Roll. Oh, that's bad. I got a 10.
10? Okay, I'll call for initiative in a second.
Oh god. This always happens. We talk too much. I'm sorry.
Okay. Stealthy, what did you roll?
16.
Poof, you guys. Let me roll for this boy.
Please be a slow boy.
What'd you get, pal? Oh, 17. Okay. Lacey, what did you get on initiative?
19.
Oh, okay, Barry.
Go off.
Go off, King. 19. All right, so first in the order, Barry.
Oh shit.
What do you want to do, bud?
So is he already?
He's noticed that you are people who are not supposed to be here, and he is preparing himself to fight.
Okay.
For
so
sure.
there's no way I could talk myself out of this.
Give me an insight check. As you can do it as your free action.
13.
13. This guy seems pretty intent on fighting.
Okay. Then I'm going to bonus action rage,
Okay. You are in your draconic form.
and I'm going to try and tackle this dude.
Okay. Like, do you want to grapple him?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an opposed grapple check.
Is that a strength check?
For you, it is because you're initiating the grapple. Yes, he gets to choose between strength and he's gonna pick strength. He got a 21.
I got a 4.
Oh
He
god.
very quickly pushes your. This is a large, hulking, plated, warforged soldier. As he just pushes you back and keeps you off of him. Is that your turn? Because you use bonus action and your action.
Yep, that's it.
All right, it is his turn. He
Oh, God.
is going to. You see, he kind of thrusts his arm down as his blade juts out of it, and he punches forward toward Addison.
Great.
So he makes 2 arm blade attacks against. Well, he'll make one against Addie and one against Barry. Ooh, shit. Okay. Go off, King. 17 for you, Barry, and a 22 for you, Addison.
I would like to use...
You can use your reaction.
Yeah.
It would reaction shield.
Misses.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yes, just barely misses.
So that misses.
My new AC for the round is 24.
Okay, so he misses both. All right. Sounds good. And Addison, you're up.
All right. Bonus session blade song.
Okay.
Action. Green flame blade.
Go for it.
Damn. 16's not gonna hit him.
Double check. 16 just hits.
It just hits. Oh, thank God. Okay. And all of my allies are within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, sure are.
Promise. Piercing. Promise necrotic. Green flame blade.
Well, technically, yeah, torch is within 5 feet of it, so you would get sneak attack. Which I hate to see personally.
Oh, you're gonna really hate this. All right. So that is. Do you just want me to give you total damage? Or
Yes,
do you want me to break it
just
down
give me
into type
total.
damage?
Just give me fucking total damage.
And his
So
AC.
that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
How do you want to do this?
36.
How do you want to do this? He's got 30 hit points.
He swings at Addie, and Addie quickly grabs where his mouth would be and pushes the rapier straight through his chest.
Ooh, okay. You quickly take him out, and I need you guys to make all perception checks. We're gonna stay in initiative.
Okay.
God damn.
Did the door stay open?
12.
It did. 12.
Right.
22.
26.
26, 22. Okay. You guys hear a as these doors swing open, and you hear a voice. They're here. Let's do this.
What the fuck?
Mother fudgered
They were
bollocks.
expecting us? That's
Of
just
course they were.
rude.
Oh, I'm betting
They
you that-
didn't set out any tea or anything. When you're
Duke-
expecting guests, you're supposed to set out tea. That's just how it works.
How much you want to bet the Duke sold us out?
I wouldn't bet on that because I don't know what kind of guy he is.
All right. So you guys see these doors swing open, and you were able to see two more individuals in this room, prepared with weapons, ready to go.
Awesome.
Can we-
Of course.
And I'll roll initiative for them. Quick.
Can we close the door?
Give me a perception check. Or no, you would notice the doors like slid open. So now
Oh,
it's
I
just
hate-
yeah.
I hate
They're
those doors.
Pocket doors.
Okay, so this guy rolled a. Oh yeah, okay. So it's a 20, not that. That is the. Sorry, just getting initiative order in here.
You're fine.
And then do another one. Ooh, not as great. That is a 9. Okay, so first up in the order here is this individual who is going to look here, and he is going to. It's going to chromatic orb you, Addison.
Of course he is.
Okay. So, let's make an attack roll. So,
Counterspell.
What level are you counterspelling?
3rd level.
He's casting it at 4th level. So you'll have to roll a 14. You can make the save if you want.
Good evening, Raiders.
Hello,
I'll roll
Raiders.
for it.
I didn't see that. Welcome in. How was stream? Thank you for popping in. Hello.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
I didn't. I was like, huh.
Hello there.
I was.
So it's 16, 17, 18, 19,
It's
20.
counterspelled. You see as this swirling orb begins to shift in his hand as you very quickly. How does your counterspell manifest?
Addie, it's part of Addie's spectral armor for their blade song. So it's just like a giant
Okay.
fox paw, skeletal fox paw that
Okay.
reaches up and swipes it out of the air.
Hell yeah. So you see this magical effect begin to swirl as this large canine-like paw swaps the arcane spell out of the air. Fucking nicely done. Okay. Next up in the order, for everybody who just raided in, we're diving into a dungeon. We're gonna have some fun. Barry, you're up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we went back to the top of the order.
Oh, do I get to do anything?
Yeah, I was gonna
did I skip
say,
your turn? Am I
think
dumb?
Thomas didn't get it.
Yeah,
going.
sorry, Torch. Go
It's
for it.
okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna
Go
fire.
for it, Dad.
I'm gonna firebolt the guy that I can see because I can't see this dude down here, right? I can only
You
see
cannot.
this guy.
No.
Okay.
You have not breached
Firebolt.
that hallway. Go for it. Make the attack roll.
Oh, that's a 25.
25 hits.
Ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba-booey, ba-ba-booey.
4 fire damage, and he's on fire now.
Okay. Nice. All right.
And then bonus action, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon, and I'd like to drop it right next to him.
Okay. Spiritual weapon.
And then I'm gonna smack-a-dappa him. with
Just right
my
here?
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll mark that as a spiritual weapon.
Hooray. All right, spiritual weapon is 3rd level. Up. Oopa. 14.
14 does not hit. 14
Oh.
misses.
Sad face. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, sounds good. Now it is the second individual's turn. They're going to move up here within sight of you. And they are going to... You see they pull out this pistol from their side. And they take 2 shots at... Well, they take 1 shot at Torch and 1 shot at Addy.
I don't like this.
Ooh,
course they do.
fuck. 26 on Addison and a 25 on Torch.
Fuck.
Hits.
All right, so
It hits.
you guys are going to take... Oof, 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 oof. Where's my... Okay, so Torch, you're going to take 7 piercing damage and a... Oh, and... Well, that's 2d10, Jesus. And 4 poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Addison, you are going to take 6 piercing damage. Ooh, and 15 poison damage.
Oh,
And I need you to 8, you're poisoned.
Oh, that's.
And then
I'm
Addison,
switching-
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
cool. Thank God. That's dirty 20.
You succeed. You feel the poison, but you're, with your magical prowess, you are far more than able to shake it off, for sure. All right. Now, with that, we'll go to Barry's turn.
I'm gonna fly, my dude.
Okay.
Fly, Robin, fly.
Fly
Yeah, I'm gonna
like an eagle.
Fly 35 feet right here. Now I'm within attacking range of her.
Yes.
And I'm gonna 100% try to drop down on her. Just like
Make the attack roll.
stabby stabby with the claws.
Bet. Bet. Do it.
Bet my dude.
My dude. My dude
Where
is.
the hell is my attack?
Uh,
Oh, right there. I'm doing 2 claws attacks. So 17 and 11 plus so 24 and 18.
Both hit.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Get that
And-
damage, Barry.
That's going to be 3, 5, 8, 10 magical slashing damage.
Nice. Yeah, you drop down in your draconic form. Are you using your claws or are you using your
The claws.
claws? Okay, you come down and just drag
Which-
down from the shoulders down to her midsection. She just kind of.
Really sadly, the one that does the least amount of damage out of everything.
You hate to see it. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Addison, you're up.
All right. Addie has ridiculous movement speed.
Yep.
So Addie's just gonna bloop right there.
Great.
Bonus action spirit shroud.
Oh, okay. I know it doesn't do anything. This is just for me. Wolverine Berserker attack for fucking sure.
Jesus.
And green flame blade.
Make the attack roll.
Does 27 hit?
No.
I'm not even gonna fucking humor that question. Of fucking course it does.
And it's necrotic damage that for a spirit shroud, just so you know.
Okay.
Necrotic. Fire. And Barry's right there.
Yeah, you get sneak attack. Ooh, actually, you would get sneak attack if she didn't take a reaction to disarm. So I'm gonna need you to make an opposed grapple check. So yeah. This is a special ability that she has. Oh no, I don't know why I said this is her unstable mark. So this is gonna be a contested dexterity ability check.
Okay.
To see if the sneak attack lands. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. Oop, well, it lands. Fuck!
Yeah, because I just rolled a nat 20.
Go ahead and roll damage. Fucking bullshit.
So the sneak attack lands.
Yep.
That's...
Maybe you guys should just not ever do dungeons.
Like I don't know.
Well, I don't know, because like here's the
13,
thing:
14,
we use all of
15,
our special skills
16,
early
17,
on.
18,
This is true.
20,
So then when we get to the big
2,
bad,
It's gonna be a fun fight.
3, 24,
Oh god.
25,
Stop counting.
26, 27, 28, 29,
Stop!
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
they have the power of God and anime on their side. Yeah.
37?
Yep.
Not looking good at all. As the spirit shroud begins to race through her form, and you plunge forward with your green. Are you using green flame blade?
Mm-hmm.
Fire punctures through, barely standing. Christ on toast. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Great.
That's
Torch,
it,
you're
Brian.
up.
Torch, seeing all of his buddies in the room, is going to make his moves into the room. He's going to be very careful about this, though. He doesn't want to engage. How far is that? I have a ruler tool that tells me.
You do. You would be able to get there. Yep.
Yeah, I will be right here.
Okay.
And for me, that's perfect. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, and I'm going to designate Addie and Barry as safe. The other two need to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
Ooh. They both save.
All right, they only take half damage.
Wisdom. Okay, yeah, that's a 19 and a 17 exactly.
All right, so they take half of 22, so 11 radiant damage, and their movement is cut in half.
Okay, we're just gonna do that. Okay. She had 8 fucking hit points, and you said so half of 22, so 11.
Yep.
Okay, and then movement is halved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
And
Taking
then
into your turn.
bonus action, spiritual weapon, smacky smack.
Go for it.
Go away. I need to click the button. Thank you. 12. I'm switching my physical dice. Your turn. Or whoever's turn is next.
It is this one's turn. How far close are you to it? Perfect.
Oh.
It's going to manifest an echo
Bitch.
right in front of you.
Hi.
This shadowed version of itself lands in front of you, as it is going to then use its action to swap with its echo. And it is going to use an action surge to make 2 attacks on you.
It's like some Naruto shadow clone jutsu.
It's exactly what happened.
Cancel.
Okay, so that is a 24 and a 20.
They both hit.
Okay. All right. With that, you are going to take... Oh, I forgot you had that. I'm sorry. Thomas, I'm sorry in advance. 17 slashing damage on the first,
Ow.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$10.
Bud, you're rolling like
You okay?
ass.
I am okay. I should have stayed out of the room.
Okay. Great. Well, I'll just do the other attack. Oh, fuck. 12 slashing damage. And you already failed. Okay, you are... with that, you are knocked prone.
Oofta.
Yep.
I'm guessing I have to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on Spirit Guardians.
You do.
Finally! 16.
16. Yeah, you maintain concentration.
I rolled above a 10. Yay.
All right. Well, that one is dead. So we can take you out of the... Barry, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right here, and I'm gonna hit this sucker with my ward pick.
All right.
I don't know where that went.
Oh,
Second.
so Alec, I apologize. He also needs to make a DC or a Wisdom saving throw again because he started his turn in my field of fairies.
Yeah, that's a 9, so he fails. So he'll take how much?
It's gonna be 48 radiant damage.
How do you want to do this?
11. So this
Jesus.
this image of all the crap that's about to happen to Torch flows through his mind. He's just like, no! And then little eyeless strays are just gonna stab him like a pincushion.
Okay, that you guys see as these spectral shadows just kind of pierce this form.
Not in the face!
What'd you say?
Oh, not in the face.
Torch.
And he's dead.
I love.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
How much
Well-
damage did he deal me?
It was
29.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that back. I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I was wrong.
Oh, well, you're fine.
I don't know.
You're good. Don't worry about it. Shit happens.
I
Okay. This room is clear. You guys are out of initiative order.
loot the body.
Did I just like mega stab this dude immediately after he died? Because I rolled a 21 and a 28 to hit.
You just do a solid punch into his dead corpse. It's a real good double tap.
Addie's gonna inspect this body.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead and
That
give
makes
me an
me
investigation
sad.
check.
It's 15, 16, 17. 27.
27. What are you looking for? Anything in specifics?
Things of interest.
Okay. Which one are you looking at right now? Sorry. Okay, she, as you look, there's no identification. There are no marks. There's nothing indicative of her position other than a ring she is wearing. It is a brass ring that just looks to be made of thorns. Give me a history check. Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
He's being very opinionated tonight.
We love to see it.
That's a dirty 20.
You saw Illuster Thorn wearing that exact same ring.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Addie will pocket the ring.
Okay. You touch it.
Did we not all watch Castlevania? You don't touch thorny rings.
Give me a wisdom save.
Oh, you have advantage on that.
You do.
Oh yeah, because I'm close to you. Whoa, I don't think I'm gonna need it.
Is it nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't feel any effect from this ring. And you just pop it in your bag?
Yep.
Okay. You do feel a magical aura on it, though, for sure.
Can I loot
Okay.
this body?
Yeah. You find no gold. You find no identifying features. Just the weapons and armor that they have.
And they're not particularly good.
Nope.
He's gonna kick the corpse.
Okay,
and
great.
And then walk away.
Cool.
I would like to come over to this Warforged and see if I can scrounge some parts.
Okay, give me
I'm
a
a monster.
give me a sleight of hand check.
No.
Okay.
That's a 9.
You're able to just grab a couple of gears and little pieces of plate that were knocked off, but it's nothing super substantial.
Addie's heading this way.
No core processors or anything.
No, yeah, nothing. You're not getting a 390 graphics card or anything like that for sure.
Man, and they're so hard to get right now too.
Addie, are you trying to move stealthy?
Yes.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay, it's not bad.
Perception here. He gets advantage.
Is it bad that even when I roll a 6, that's still an 18?
Okay, well, it's not great. You turn this corner.
It's still not great. Oh, shit.
As you see this large minotaur standing there waiting for you.
Minotaur?
He kind of cracks his neck and just huffs. Fine. I'll do it myself. Like, you guys roll for initiative again?
Hey guys, where'd you go?
Why is it when I try to open D&D Beyond, I always end up opening Minecraft?
Oh my god.
I think
This is the best session of D&D I've ever played. Okay, let's do, what is your, okay, so he got a 17 initiative. Whoops, oh yeah, no, okay, what are you guys rolling?
I got a
19.
20.
20, Barry?
18.
Addie, 20, or 19, Addie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then, 20 for you too. Whose dex is higher? I assume it's Torch's.
Oh, I got an 18. Sorry.
Oh, 18, got it. All right, cool. Barry, you are up first. Are you still... You're still toward Addison. I'll say that you're able to hear what was said.
Yeah, I think Barry's gonna grab Addie, slam the door shut, and he's gonna drop his rage.
Okay.
And he's going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew to try and use acid to seal the door shut. He's gonna try to melt the stuff along the top of the door so that it like drizzles down and keeps the door shut.
Give me a performance check
Oh god. Okay.
to try and craft this spell in the way
I'm
that
gonna
you're
use my
intending.
inspiration.
Okay.
Buddy!
Yes! Natural 20!
Hey, fucking god. Okay. You managed to... Addie, do you allow do you allow Barry to pull you from the doorway? Yeah. Okay. How do you... All right, tell me how you do this, Barry.
So it says that it emanates from you, and every time I've cast it before, I've imagined Barry just kind of opening his mouth and a stream of acid comes out.
Oh, incredible.
So he like grabs Addie, yanks them back, and just kind of wins.
Incredible.
Acid shoots out and melts like the stone and metal above the door, and it comes pouring down and kind of like
Seals it up.
sticks in place.
Okay. Sounds good.
And he's gonna turn to Torch and be like, "We should go."
All right.
Why? What happened?
Minotaur.
Scary voice, very deep.
Minotaur.
Okay. Torch is gonna drop his spiritual weapon. Just so I don't have to keep track of that token.
Drop the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna keep Spirit Guardians up though.
Okay.
And okay, do we down?
I would say that is the end of Barry's turn. Addie, it is yours. You're still in initiative order.
Down it is.
Okay, give me athletics or acrobatics checks depending on how you want to descend, and we'll see how deftly you guys do it. We'll break initiative for right now.
All right,
But
athletics.
we will see how this gentleman does trying to break through that door.
You said acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
19.
19. Barry, you are... Oh, okay, well, that's a natural 1, so he begins to slam as nothing... He is not able to break through this door. At least not at this point, not yet. All right, and Barry, you descend the stairs. We're going to say you are gone from the map. All right.
I'm zooming.
All right, Addie, what did you get?
I got a 14.
14. You're still able to move fairly quick paced. You're not as far as Barry. You can see him about 50 feet ahead of you, but you make it down. Torch.
I got a 10, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use my inspiration point. I have no more inspiration, and I got a natural 20.
Natural 20. You fucking ignite your flight and just Iron Man your way forward, blowing past Addison and Barry as you push 100 feet down the stairs. And as you guys descend with this huffing minotaur behind your back, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god. Sorry.
No,
There was a missed opportunity. They have a minotaur.
Huh.
Alec wouldn't get it though
They have a minotaur.
because he hasn't seen Lord of the Rings yet.
I know.
Anyway,
That was a missed opportunity on
I'm
my
sorry.
part.
that's okay. All
Buddy,
right.
we gotta watch Lord of the Rings.
We gotta figure-
We gotta.
We gotta
There's so
figure
many
it
good
out.
references.
We gotta figure it out. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out and chilling. We're gonna go ahead and start talking up our players. Thomas, where can the people find you?
People can find me on the internet as I_snap_plastic all over the TikTok and the Instagram and the Twitch, or you can also find me in person at Station Unity this weekend, where I will be doing panels on doing commissions. I'll also be doing a workshop for how to build Gundams. And yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. And plus, if you find me, you get a shiny sticker.
Hell yeah. We love those stickers.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Stealthy.
Hi everybody, I'm StealthyStormy. You can find me on the TikTok as StealthyStormy and on Instagram as Stormy's Rogue Miniatures. However, you can catch me Sunday mornings at Adventures Initiative doing
What?
a chaos run of Curse of Strahd. And I'm
Bless.
here as Addison Stonebridge.
Hell yeah. Awesome. All right, and Lacey.
I'm Lacey, aka CertifiableNerd. You can find me on some social medias under that tag. And you can also find me and Alec on Wednesday over at the Welcome Inn.
Good plug. We'll be
for
playing
Ever's
in
Changing Arena.
We'll be playing in Ever's Changing Arena, which is actually going to be a lot of fun. So make sure to go check that out.
Is dope.
It's really good. So we will be over there on Wednesday. I'm Alec. I've been your Dungeon Master for this evening. This session got fucked, hog wild, ridiculous in the weirdest ways possible. Best way you guys can keep up with us is to check out our socials, see what we're doing and when we're doing it. We do have a schedule that we post on our Instagram every Monday. It's the best way to see what our stream schedule is looking like for the week. We have a fairly normal one. I think we're back for Commune and Chill, and then or Potomac Brunch and then Commune and Chill, and no one save next week because I will be then DMing over on the Welcome Inn on Sunday for you guys will be familiar with this name, Cosplay Ground, Pelgon's Pillars of Adventuring. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
My boy.
That's my boy. So that'll be very fun. We've got some amazing creators. That's Barnaby, Amelia Som. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So please come and check that out. We do have a YouTube channel if you want to catch up on past sessions of Int Save. Is the best way to do that. And we would like to go ahead and thank Roll20 for including us in the Roll20 Spotlight program. Roll20 Spotlight is a way to shed light and share love for up-and-coming people in the TTRPG community. We use Roll20 every session. We have combat and everything like that. So they elevate our game, and we appreciate them very much. So please go ahead and check out Roll20. And then our second partner in this campaign, Soundtail. Soundtail is the amazing group of people behind this music and the emotional ambiance that is added every week right in your beautiful little ear. So go ahead and check out Soundtail to bring that elevation to your games. So yeah, we appreciate you. We're happy to have you here. Looks like our friend, our peeps over at Fae Fiends and Friends are playing their Tragedy of Theologian campaign. So I think we're going to throw you guys over there for some more D&D madness, show them some love, give some support, and we will see you guys fucking next time. Bye. Much love. We'll see you guys in the next adventure.
Bye now.
Bye.